Hello everybody, I am Krishna Rao Patro. Today we'll discuss about one important program in Java, that is how to convert hexadecimal data to decimal. So there are different types of conversion techniques are there. Now we will convert hexadecimal data into decimal form. See, there are different types of number systems are there. Like the number systems are like decimal. When I say decimal number system, it will support the digits like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 0 to 9. These are all hexadecimal digits. When I say hexadecimal, it will support 16 variety of digits. The digits like 0, 1, 2 up to 9. Then in addition to this, A, B, C, D, E, F. Totally 16 varieties of digits supported by decimal. That's why its base is 16. Whereas for decimal the base is 10. So the decimal number system supports 10 different digits, whereas hexadecimal supports 16 different digits, 0 to 9 as well as A to F. So now the given question is what? Convert hexadecimal to decimal conversion. So you have to convert hexadecimal data into decimal data. So given a decimal number n, so you have to read one hexadecimal value and convert that n into equivalent decimal number. So whatever the hexadecimal you are reading, convert into decimal value. For hexadecimal, the base value is 16 and for decimal, the base value is 10. So the decimal number system uses 10 digits like 0 to 9. And hexadecimal supports 0 to 9 as well as A to F to represent the numeric value. So generally when you are writing hexadecimal, you can write like this. For example, 1AB, it is a hexadecimal because 1 is hexadecimal digit, A is hexadecimal digit, B also hexadecimal digits. So this is one hexadecimal number. Generally you can write like this also, 1AB, in the base you can write 16. It says that it is a hexadecimal number. Now this number you have to convert into decimal. The decimal equivalent is 427. So that means 427 is the decimal equivalent whose base is 10. Now similarly here 1A. 1A is what? It is also hexadecimal. 1A is hexadecimal whose base is 16. Its corresponding decimal is 26. 26 is corresponding decimal. So remember, for hexadecimal, I told you totally 16 varieties of digits are there, like 0 to 9 as well as A to F. A means internally 10, B means 11, C means 12, D means 13. Okay. Similarly, E means 14 and F is 15. There are 6 different symbols, means letter symbols are there. Those symbols used in hexadecimal. Of course, you can write in lowercase a also, lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase c, lowercase d, lowercase e, lowercase f. All are allowed. But in general, we write in uppercase. So now this is our goal. We have to convert the given hexadecimal into corresponding decimal value. Now the approach is convert the hexadecimal to decimal. What is the approach? So to convert this, you have to follow some following steps. The idea is extract the digit from the given hexadecimal number from starting from rightmost to leftmost. So you have to travel from right to left. Then keep the value in a variable called decimal value. At the time of extracting the digit from the hexadecimal number, because in the hexadecimal number we are having multiple digits are there, and multiply the digit with proper base 16. Proper base 16 and add it to the above variable called dec value. Already you have used the dec value. So repeatedly you get and multiply with its base and store it in a variable. When all the digits are multiplied with base and stored, then you will get a final answer. At the end, you will get the corresponding decimal value. So this is the approach you have to follow. For example, a given hexadecimal value. This is given hexadecimal value 1AB. 1AB. This is at 0th location. This is at 1st location. This is at 2nd location. You have to go from right to left. While going from right to left, what you will do? You multiply that value into its 16th power base. 16th power its position. So now I told you A means how much? 10. B means how much? 11. C means 12. D means 13. E means 14. And F means 15. Now B is how much? 11. So 11 into 16 to the power 0 because it is 0th position. Plus this is A. A means how much? A means 10. So 10 into 16 to the power 1 because it is 1th position. Plus 1 is 1 itself. Plus 16 to the power 2. 2 is the position. Now if you add everything, this value plus this value, this 16 square means 256. 16 into 10, 160. 16 to the power 0 means 1. 1 into 11, 11. If you add everything, 256 plus 160 plus 11, then you will get 427. This is your decimal value. So now, this is corresponding, means this is my hexadecimal value and this is my decimal value. So for 1AB, the decimal value is 427. Okay, this is hexa, this is decimal. So now what you have done? You have gone from right to left. For example, I may give another example. For example, 2A. In that case, what is the answer? Because this is at 0th position, this is at 1st position. So it is nothing but A means how much? A means 10. 10 into 16 power 0 plus 2 into 16 power 1. So 16 into 2, 32. 16 to power 0 means 1. 10 into 1, so 10. So 32 plus 10, so 42. So for 2A, the decimal value is 42. So how we are traversing? You are going from right to left, and while going from right to left, you are multiplying the corresponding decimal value into 16 to power the position. This is the 0th position, this is 1st position. Yeah. Now, while traversing from right to left, so you have to see that position. Based on the position and position put applied to the base. Because the hexadecimal value, the base is 16. So 16 for this. Similarly, I may give 3A5. In that case, what is the value? This is the hexadecimal. What is the decimal value? This is 0th position. This is 1st position. This is 2nd position. So the value is, first you will go from right to left. So 5 into 16 power 0 plus A means how much? 10. 10 into 16 to power 1 because the position plus 3 into 16 to power 2 because 2 is the position. So 16 square means 196. 196 into 3 multiplied plus 16 into 10 160 plus 16 to the power 0 means 1. 1 plus, 1 into 5, that is 5. So if you multiply, then you will get how much? 3 into 6, 3 6 is 18, 1, 3 9 is 27, plus 1, 28, 2, 3 1 is 3, 2 5, 588, plus 160 plus 165. So if you add everything, 5 plus 8, 13, 3, 1, 7, 7 plus 8, 15, that is 1, 1, 1, 2, 5, 7. So 753, the answer. So if I give 3 a 5, the answer is 753. 753. So this is the way now you write a program for this. So through program, how will you convert the given hexadecimal to decimal? So remember, this value I am reading in terms of string. the string I will convert into corresponding integer value. So now we'll write a procedure for this. You pass the hexadecimal string. After passing hexadecimal string, and I told you to traverse in the reverse direction. So in a given string, how many characters are there, or how many digital characters are there? For that, you should find the length. So find the length. After finding length, assume my 3a, b is 2. Now here the length is 4. So that means this is the string 0, 1, 2, 3. So 0 is the first position, 1 is the second position, 2 is the second next position, 3 is the last position. Now when I say length, the length gives you how many elements are there? That is 4. So now I'll go from right to left. This is my 0th character. But my index start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. I'll come from right to left. So the last position is 3. 3 means the length minus 1. So that's why I took I equal to length minus 1. After going from last, you traverse. Now, when you are going from right to left, take the character, and whatever the character is there, whether the character is between 0 to 9 or not. If it is greater than 0 and less than 9, that means they are decimal characters. This value, what I will do, I will convert into integer and multiply with the base. So initially the base value is 1. 1 is nothing but what? 16 to the power 0. 16 to the power 0. So take the character, assume here the first position is 2. So 2 is what? The decimal character, whose equivalent value, how much? This character 2 is nothing but, whose ASCII value is 50. 50 minus 48. If you subtract 48, always you will get the corresponding integer value. That's why I am taking the character value, the ASCII value, minus 48, so that I will get the corresponding integer value. That into base. So here initially the base is 16 to the power 0. So now 2 into 16 to the power 0. 16 to the power 0 means 1. So now I will get here 2. After that, my next position. So when I come to next position, my I become 1. Sorry, I become 2. So base, this is 16 to the power 0. This is 16 to the power 1. So to make it 16 to the power 1, what I am doing? I am multiplying with 16. Earlier it was 1. Now 16 into 1. So 16. So when I come to next character, that value is b. B is whose value? What value? Is it greater than 0 and less than 9? No. So then come to else path. So that means this else path will evaluate between A to F. I am taking the character and subtracting 55 because A is 65. 65 minus 55, so that I will get 10. If you subtract 55, you will get the corresponding, the decimal value of hexadecimal character. If you subtract 55, that value into base. This is base is 16 power 1, already 16. So whatever the multiplication value you are getting, you add to decimal value because the decimal value is storing the cumulative values. After that, go to the next base. So base into 16, that means 16 to the power 2. So like this, it will repeat for all the characters because it is inside the loop. Okay. Now next is A. A means how much? 10. Earlier B was actually 66. 66 minus 15 means 11. Next time when it comes, again it comes to else path. Else means 65 minus 55. So you will get 10. 10 into 16 square. Next 3. 3 is how much? This value, this if condition is satisfied. 3 is greater than 0, yes. And less than 9, yes. So 3 is how much? 51. 51 minus 48, that is 3. 3 into 16 power 3. And add it to the decimal value at the end of the loop so that I will get the corresponding decimal. So this is the way it evaluates. Is it clear? Now, this value is my real answer. Whatever the value I am getting, that value I will print on the screen. This is the real logic written. If you do not want to write this in Java, there is a direct built-in method also. You can call this integer is built-in class, parsing is a method, and whatever the hexadecimal string you are passing, you can pass the base 16 so that it will give a corresponding decimal value for the given hexadecimal. This is single line. This is using Java. If this method is not there, in that case you should write. Whereas actually in the earlier version this method was not there. But internally they convert this program into this format. But in exam they will ask write this logic. Do not use built-in method. In that case you have to write this. Okay. Now we'll write a program for this. Let us write a program for this. Let us write a program. Control N. Class Hexa 2 decimal. I am writing a program called Hexa 2 decimal. This is my program. Here I will write my driver code. The driver code is public static void main string argument array. Here this value I will read it. Hexadecimal is a string. I will read it through scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Okay. Now here I ask the user system.out.println. Enter. Hexadecimal string. Whatever the data you are reading, that data I have to convert into integer. sc dot next, that will allow you to read that value I am storing in a string. Hexadecimal. This hexadecimal value, what I will do? I will convert into decimal. For that, I will write a method called hex 2 dec. Hex 2 decimal. This is my method, and I will pass the parameter. What is the parameter? My hexadecimal string. Once I pass, this has to convert. And this method I want to call directly. Add is a main method. Then that method will receive the value. That value is my decimal value. So I will store here. That value I will print it. System.out.println the decimal value plus this. So whatever the value is returned, that value I am printing. Now this method I am calling directly. Control C. So I will write, if you want to call directly, then this method must be static type. Static int hexadecimal string. So here I am passing one string parameter, string x. This is my method. This method, what it will do? It will read the string and it will traverse from right to left. While traversing from right to left, it will convert every digital character, hexadecimal character into the corresponding decimal equivalent. So here I will declare a variable called decimal value. Initially decimal value is 0, and I will define the base. The starting base is 16 to the power 0. So here I will define the base. Initial base is 1 because 16 to the power 0 is 1. Now in the hexadecimal string, how many letters are there and how many digits are there? How will I know? For that I will find the length. Initially the length equal to hex is my string, hex dot length. This method gives you the number of characters available in the string. Now I will go in the reverse direction from the last position. For I int I equal to, now as I am going from right to left, the right position is how much? Whatever the length I am getting, minus 1, because my index starts from 0, so that's why I will subtract minus 1 until I is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. If it is up to 0, continue. then I minus minus. Now this loop repeats from last to means right to left. After that, what I will do? I will take the character, because in hexadecimal string the characters may be 0 to 9 or maybe A to F. And here what I will do, while entering the data may come either in uppercase or lowercase. So here I will convert the data into everything uppercase. X equal to X dot to uppercase, so that my logic will be suitable. I am getting convert completely in uppercase format, because while entering ABCD I may enter lowercase, so I will convert into uppercase format, because whether it is uppercase or lowercase the value is same only. As it is a case sensitive, that's why I am converting into uppercase. Now here I will check whether the character is a ABCD or 0 to 9. If X dot char act, there is a method called char act. Caret I. What I'll do, I will store this variable control X in a variable called character variable char ch. Char ch equal to this. I am storing the character at ch variable. Now I'll check whether ch is greater than or equal to the character 0. Character 0 means 48, and its character value less than or equal to the character 9. If this condition satisfies, it indicates what? Yes, it is between 0 to 9. If it is comes between 0 to 9, what I will do? I will multiply this value into its base. But before multiplying, I will convert into corresponding integer value. So how will I convert the digital character into integer digit? So further what I will do? Ch minus 48. If I subtract 48, I will get the corresponding integer value. That value into its base. Into the base. Initial base is how much? That is 1. 1 is nothing but 16 to the power 0. Already you have mentioned here. Into the base. Here the base is 16 to the power 0. 16 to the power 0. 16 to the power 0. That value I will store in my decimal value. Decimal value. Else, if it is not between 0 to 9, that means if at all else here I will check else if ch is greater than or equal to A and ch less than or equal to F. That means what? Internally it is checking its ASCII value. A is how much? 65. B is how much? 66. Up to F it is continuing. Now I will convert that value as I am getting this character. Now the decimal value plus equal to how much I will subtract? Ch minus, because it's 65 minus 55. If I do, I will get 10, because A is 10, B is 11. If I subtract from the ASCII value for 55, then I will get the corresponding decimal value. This value into the base. Into the base. So first time the base is 16 power 0. Next time the base should be 16 power 1. So that means every time I should multiply base into 16. So if I multiply with 16, then I will get the corresponding base position. If at all I am getting other than this, else, if it is not 0 to 9 and A to F, then it comes to else part. Here I will, what I will do, I will put a condition, print system dot out dot println wrong hexadecimal digit. Wrong hexa digits. Okay, wrong hexa digits. From here, I will return -1. This indicates that something is wrong. Else, if at all everything is perfect, then at the end of the loop, I will return how much? The decimal value. This value I will print on the screen. So now, that value I am storing here. Now here I will check whether decimal value is, if the decimal value, if it is equal to -1, that means what? It's a wrong number. Invalid hexadecimal number. Else this. So here I am putting a condition. So here I am checking whether it is valid or invalid. So here I will put invalid hexadecimal. Invalid hexadecimal number. Fine. So this is the way I am doing. Now, what is the name of the program? Hexa to test. Control C, Control S, Control V dot Java. Fine. So now let me run. Go to the program command prompt. Yes, Java C hexa to decimal. Yes. Now there is a small mistake. Semicolon missing. Line number 14. Line number 14. Yeah. Put a semicolon here. Control S. After putting semicolon, let us run. Clear the screen. Yes. Let's see. CH. Case and sorry. CS should be lowercase. There is one more mistake. Scanner class belongs to util package, so you have to import that one. Let us import java dot util dot star. Okay. Clear the screen. Yeah. Now there is no mistake. Java C, Java hexa to decimal. Assume I am giving 1A or A, sorry, 1A. 1A means 26. Okay. If I give A1, A means 16 into 10, 160 plus 1, 161. Yeah. If I give, assume 12, that is 18. If I give only 7, 7 means only 7. Up to 9 I should get same. But if I enter 10, 10 is 16. Fine. So this is the way you have to write the program. I hope it is clear. So this is the main logic. Fine. If at all you want to have built-in method, in that case, assume I want to write using built-in method. The built-in equivalent then you can write in a single line itself. This hexadecimal value is in built-in class. There is a built-in class called integer class. You can call integer dot parseInt the method, parseInt method, and your given thing is hexadecimal string and the base is 16, so that it will convert into corresponding hexadecimal value. Control S. So in both the case, this is using built-in method. Using built-in. See, built-in means single line is enough. If you want to write your own logic, then you have to write this. Sometimes they will ask, write with your own logic. Do not use built-in. In that case, you should write. That means it improves your programming skill. Now, let us execute. Clear the screen. Java C. Hexadecimal to decimal. Yes. Now Java. Hexadecimal to decimal. Yes. Assume I am giving A1. Yeah. So in both the case, using built-in method as well as using my own method, I got same 61, 161 only. Fine. This is using built-in. Using the built-in. Using built-in method. Okay. This is using user method. So in both the case, my answer is same. Clear the screen. Java C. Hexadecimal. Java. Yes. Java. Hexadecimal to decimal. If I give 51, yeah, there 81, here also 81. In both the case, I got same answer. So I hope it's clear. So please use either built-in method. Sometime they may not prefer to use built-in method. They will ask, write your own method. Then you should write this. Okay. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.